Hey, welcome to czverse. AI, AI agents, crypto, Web3, quantum computing. The tools powering our digital world, explained cleverly. Let's talk about today's story. 4 terabytes. That's the volume of data taken in the recently disclosed Mercor breach. Inside that payload are the voice samples of approximately 40,000 individual AI contractors. If you haven't heard of Mercor, that's by design. It operates quietly in the background as a piece of infrastructure, connecting major AI developers with the human workers who perform the intelligence tasks required to train modern models. This payload consists of voice samples. These recordings capture unique acoustic properties, biometric characteristics that create a direct link to an individual's identity. This event reveals a structural security gap in the entire AI training ecosystem. It shows exactly how vulnerable the foundation of modern AI development is. Voice data carries a triple threat for bad actors. First, it holds direct market value. High-quality, labeled voice data is expensive to collect legitimately, making a 4 terabyte set highly attractive for entities looking to train competing AI systems. Second, it holds exploitation value. Voice cloning technology is highly advanced. With a clean recording, attackers can generate synthetic speech to impersonate these workers for targeted fraud or extortion. Third, there is an active authentication threat. Since many banking and customer service systems rely on voice recognition as a biometric checkpoint, these cloned audio files can be used to bypass security protocols. If a credit card number is stolen, a bank can cancel it and issue a new one. A voice signature cannot be changed. For the 40,000 contractors caught in this breach, the loss of their biometric data is permanent. They do not have a reset option. To understand why this happened, we have to look at how modern AI operates. While large language models initially train on internet text, their continuous improvement relies heavily on reinforcement learning from human feedback. This requires a globally distributed workforce of millions of people who complete specialized tasks. They interface with the AI industry through middleman platforms. Scale AI is one of the most prominent platforms operating in this space, acting as a bridge between the workforce and the tech companies. Appen also handles massive amounts of this training data collection. The ecosystem is sprawling and processes thousands of localized tasks every hour. These platforms aggregate massive volumes of biometric and behavioral data. Yet historically, they have not been treated as critical security infrastructure. They receive the security oversight of a back-office vendor, not a financial institution. The trillion-dollar AI industry is currently dependent on an undersecured, globally distributed gig economy supply chain. This dynamic creates massive upstream risk. When a middleman platform fails to secure its servers, the reputational and operational consequences flow directly up to the parent companies. OpenAI relies on this outsourced, human-generated data to refine its models and evaluate outputs. Meta is similarly entangled, utilizing the sprawling vendor network to fuel its AI models. And Google's multi-billion-dollar AI investments are directly tied to the operational security of these third-party platforms. These current companies now face severe downstream exposure. They carry the reputational damage of compromised user data, the operational risk of competitors acquiring their proprietary training sets, and significant legal liability. An AI model is only as secure as the weakest platform supplying its training material. The legal exposure is mounting. In Europe, the GDPR classifies biometric and voice data as highly sensitive, mandating protection protocols and penalties for violations. At the state level, the California Consumer Privacy Act grants rights regarding how data is tracked, stored, and secured by these companies. And the Federal Trade Commission holds the authority to act against deceptive practices if vendors misrepresented their data safety standards to either the contractors or their corporate clients. But even with these frameworks, no existing regulation comprehensively addresses the specific workflows of AI training data platforms. The data rights of the global gig workers powering this industry remain a significant legal blind spot. Here is where the security landscape goes next. By 2026, we will see 2 to 3 more significant platform breaches. These incidents will force AI giants to mandate rigorous vendor security audits. By 2028, we expect to see regulatory frameworks designed for AI training data emerge across the US and Europe, establishing baseline security requirements. By 2030, AI training data platforms will be legally recognized as critical infrastructure. The oversight will look closer to the regulations governing the global financial sector. The Mercor breach is a marker. It is the end of treating the data supply chain as a low-priority back-office operation. Thank you for watching. Do you think AI companies should be held legally responsible for data breaches at the training vendors they use? Tell me what you think in the comments and hit subscribe. Next video is the Google Anthropic $40 billion story, the AI compute Cold War. This is czverse. I'll see you in the next one.